All right, mic check, mic check. Mortal Masters podcast. Your host, man, of course. Got a special guest across from me, Miss Plain Jane Shantia Robinson. How you doing? Clark Robinson. How you doing?
I'm good.
This has been a very long-awaited episode for me, at least. Been watching you for a long time. I think about 2018, 2019 to be exact. So, definitely happy that you're on the podcast. I know you been in and out, social media, on social media, all social media, ups, downs, highs, lows. So we gonna get to all that today. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Good. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was dodging me for a little minute. I said, "Yo, why she ain't doing the pod?" But you support the podcast, like
Yes, I do.
you are somebody I can't say, and this is like not because you're here. I say this all the time. Like when I post clips on my stories and stuff on Facebook, you always reply to them. You actually listen to them, so you said stuff about them. So I always like that. Like I always thought that was dope because to me, like I said, you probably don't see it that way, but I'm outside looking into your business, your world. To me, I watch you start from the beginning, and then like I look at it like a blow up.
Yeah.
Like I just because you moved. Anytime somebody move, I think they blow up, right? And nigga move, nigga think you blew up. You moved, you had a nice car, all this stuff. I'm like, yo, she really getting it. I seen the packages you was having and sending stuff off, like just that era before COVID and then even after and during, I thought it was dope. So I look at it like when you watching my stuff, I'm like, oh, I must be doing something, something amazing. So I appreciate it.
You fine?
I thank you. I thank you for that. Yeah, look at that, man. Clap that for me, man. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to start an episode off because, like, you are into the skincare. We're gonna get into that a little bit and what that means and the correct verbiage and all that stuff. But I got a 13, about to be 14-year-old daughter, and she has some questions. And I feel like that is good. That's a good way for you to shake your nervousness off and by answering these questions. I know you know them. All right, so let me go to her thread first. Okay, so she said, first, what's a skincare ingredient you think is underrated?
Underrated.
And feel free to, if there's nothing underrated, you got it's just something. It's just one you like. Answer how you want to answer.
Underrated. I ain't never got that question before. I'ma say
she really into her skin stuff too. Like
love
every
that
morning.
for her.
So.
I would say niacinamide because.
Wait, say it again.
Niacinamide.
Okay, I'm not being funny. It just sounded like an African word, but go ahead.
No, niacinamide because like it's actual. I do natural skincare, but I started like exploring into like actual chemicals. I guess you could say. Started using things that require certain melting points, certain degrees, and niacinamide is really good for ethnic skin. It gets rid of dark marks. It helps smooth out the texture of your skin, and it's not very harsh.
Okay.
And you can use it morning, night, and it's good. A lot of people try to put it in their stuff now, but it's like it's a certain way you got to do it. You got to put it in the right packaging, or it's not going to work. But I would definitely say niacinamide. It got rid of my dark marks. I've been experimenting lately with niacinamide. That's why I said it.
I'm gonna take some notes on this. I'm starting to get some dark marks too. So
yeah, it works.
What about what's something you wish more people understood about skin in general?
It takes time. It takes time. It's not, and we probably gonna get into it, but skincare it's a long game. Like it's gonna take time because it's like you've had these issues for all of your life, and you want me to change them in a week. It don't work that way. We gotta work towards getting that. So skincare is a long game. There's no immediate gratification, any of that. Like you really have to have patience. Skincare takes time.
Great answer. What's a skincare rule you you laughing?
Because you funny.
what's a skincare rule that you disagree with? That you disagree or dislike?
A skincare rule that I disagree or dislike. That you need a million products to get the results that you want. You don't. You just need 3 or 4 that work. You don't have to do all that morning shed, putting the stuff on your face, using 6 different moisturizers, 6 different serums, 5 different. You don't need all that. You just need to be consistent.
We're gonna get to that later too.
Okay.
What's the skincare trend you dislike? Let me write that down. Consistent.
Skincare trend that I dislike. I don't like TikTok skincare. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't like it.
What TikTok skincare did to you?
It's not even what it did to me. Is that a lot of people go to TikTok for help, but they're not taking into consideration that person has different skincare. You don't know what their genetics is because genetics play a big role. If your mama had acne, your daddy had acne, you gonna have acne. It's not based off of basically what you see. It's really genetic. It's from the inside out. So like you go on TikTok looking for somebody to show you and influence you, but you buying all this stuff and it don't even work.
Right.
And now you mad talking about the brand don't work, but it's just not for you. And people be wasting their money. I don't like that.
Interesting. This is the last one. I think you answered it within your question, but the last one is, what's the most important skincare step to you?
Cleansing.
Why is that?
Because if you don't cleanse, anything you put on top of your face not gonna work. You got to get the day off you first. Like you got to cleanse. And cleanse for 60 seconds. Don't put it on your face and take it right back off. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. You got to cleanse for at least 60 seconds. Rub it in, rub a dub, and then start doing the rest of the stuff.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I like that. The best part you just said was like, you gotta get the day off you first. I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah, you got to take the day off.
Yeah, I gotta
you
take the day off
done went
first.
outside, stuff in the air all on your face. You done walk past people. You don't know what's going on. You got to get all that off.
Well, I definitely appreciate them clapping up for you one more time for answering those questions. Shout out to my daughter Brooke for the first 5 questions. I like those. Those were good questions.
Thanks, Brooke.
Yeah, shout out to Brooke, man. Not too much. She thinks she's a superstar. You know how that go. All right, now we get into you. So, Mortal Master, I like the build. So, some of the first questions I asked is like, where you from? What's your upbringing like? So, tell me who you are and where you from.
I'm from Philadelphia. I was born there, a few years ago.
Oh boy,
Not
a few is crazy.
A few years ago, and I have. Of course, I have a mom, but I got a mom. I got 5 brothers. I grew up with 3 of my brothers because that was my mom kids, and my daddy was here, I believe. My daddy was here. I moved here in 2010. I was 19. I moved here when I was 19, found out I was pregnant, and then moved back to Philly. Because my grandma was like, you need to be around your mama while you're pregnant. Okay, girl. So I moved back to Philly. And then I just was like, yeah, this ain't it. I don't wanna be here no more.
So you was grown when you came here then?
Kinda, I was 19.
Yeah.
But I feel like I grew up in Augusta.
Well, I wanna go back a little bit. And I ain't trying to dig too deep, but I do wanna go back a little bit. What was Philly like? Because I had Virgil, he's from Philadelphia. So I like to get people to, and I'm from up north as well, so I like people to understand, like, even though you're from here, and I'm sure you like it here, you're from a place that a lot of people in the United States love.
Yeah.
People love Philly. So what was Philly like growing up for you? Especially being with 5 brothers.
Well, yeah, 5 brothers, but like I said, I lived with 3 of them, so those 2 of them. So that's mostly who I was around.
Right.
I seen my other brothers, but like I was mostly around my 2 brothers. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even tell you what Philly was like. My mama sheltered me.
Oh, clap it up for mom, dude.
Yeah, I was the only girl and the first girl. She did not play.
Nah, clap it up for mom. We need more of that.
I was in the house.
We need more of that.
I was in the house. But like I will say one thing I do like about Philly, you have more options. So like I did realize moving here, y'all go to schools based off of Augusta, Georgia. I would say down south.
Got you.
Go to school based off of where they live. I picked what high school I wanted to go to.
Oh my God.
I get to pick all of that. So I went to Catholic school from 4th grade to 8th grade.
When I press the button, you ain't gotta.
I went to Catholic school from
who would have knew?
Yeah.
Who
So I was
known?
in an all-girls class from 4th to 6th grade, and then we got integrated 6th, 7th, and 8th.
I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But high school, you kind of take a test in like 7th or 8th grade, and based on those test results, you could pick whatever school you want to go to.
I want to stop there for a second because we around the same age. Well, I don't want to say my age because I don't want to say your age.
You good.
We were born a few years ago.
Okay.
All right. So I had similar experience. I think it's 7th, 8th grade, like that. Based off your GPA, whatever it can be, in New York, the same way. You can apply to schools almost like college. So you get a college experience in middle school. You apply to schools in New York. Now they can't deny you. You could pick, I think, up to 8, and the first 3 got to be your 3. I don't know the number, but the first 3 for real got to be the 3 you want to go to.
Yeah.
Because the first school that accepts you is pretty much where you're gonna go. And so I thought that was dope because you get that in middle school, so it prepare you for college to fill out an application to say I want to go here and to understand how your academics and your behavior matter. Who's gonna accept you in life versus the South is like if you live here you can go here.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to me, but yeah. Okay. Keep going.
I picked what school I wanted to go to.
Catholic school. What was that like?
It was fun. I like the uniform.
You know what? Jim Jones went to Catholic school too.
Who? I'm just playing.
Yeah, I know. Balling, Jim Jones. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool though. It wasn't bad.
What was the name of it?
Jesu.
Okay.
Jesu Catholic School. My grandmama took me to school every day and we caught the bus home.
Yeah.
And because I was sheltered, baby, I was all the way somewhere I ain't had to be on the way home and then making it home. Because like my mama really sheltered me. Like I didn't really get to do anything. So like my only fun was like when I was at school and taking public transportation home.
I was gonna ask about the public transportation.
Yeah, public
What was that like for you? Like you sheltered, but now you taking public transportation. Mind you, up north it's not looked at like down here. Down here it's looked at like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's wrong with what's going on in life? Why are you taking the bus? Up there, you could be rich
It's
and taking a
regular.
bus. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
regular.
It just sometimes it's quicker to get that way because of
Yeah.
traffic and stuff. So what was that like for you as well? Like being
was-
sheltered, but then being able to get that
That-
freedom.
That's when I had fun. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my friends, like, it was a train. So, like, we would get on at Girard, for example. And, like, I would
I watch a lot of Philly stuff, so that's crazy. I'm hearing about Gerard all week. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
I would get off, we would get on at Girard and have to get off at Erie to get on my bus.
Mount Airy.
So, that's where you from?
Nah, I love Core. Core's a good rapper. He's from
Oh,
Philly.
okay.
He
I lived in Mount
everything
Airy.
you saying, he's saying his
Yeah,
records.
I lived in Mount Airy. We would get off at Erie to get on the bus is what I was supposed to do. But like Catholic school, we got out of school early every Wednesday. So why am I all the way in Fern Rock at the end of the train station coming back around to Erie and to get home? But that was the only time that I really had friends. I wasn't allowed to go to sleepovers. I didn't go out with my friends. I don't think I really even went to the mall by myself with my friends till I was like 17. I was sheltered
Whoa.
for real.
I mean, did you ever try like to talk to like boys or relationships, any relationship like that? Like, what was that like? Can you talk on the phone to people?
So my grandma got me a cell phone because I was on public transportation. She was like, "You're not finna be on the bus and you don't have no phone." So after middle school, I went to high school. My high school was downtown. So I had to catch the bus downtown. For lunch, we didn't have a cafeteria because I went to a college preparatory high school. So we went to the gallery, which is like a mall. kinda.
Yeah.
We went to the gallery to eat lunch every day. So I had a phone. And I mean, as far as like talking to boys, I had the same boyfriend from 9th grade to 11th grade till I moved.
Mm.
And that was about it.
But was they okay with it though? Like they didn't mind, or they didn't know?
They didn't know.
I'm gonna jump the gun a little bit, but like when you got pregnant, were they surprised, or was it like they knew you had a boyfriend and was in a relationship?
Well, when I got pregnant, I was dating someone that lived around me. So my mama wasn't surprised.
Okay, got
She
you.
wasn't surprised. And I was 19, so she really wasn't tripping.
You was
too
kind of grown
much.
at that point anyway.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Yeah.
Really, but I was 19 with a curfew and pregnant.
Hey, I think I told my daughter they need a curfew till they about 30 years old, man.
Why am I pregnant with a curfew? I can't get double pregnant.
No. The question.
What the heck?
That's funny.
I cannot get double pregnant. So like, why do I have a curfew?
We already here, right?
Right. And I'm not nowhere but with my daughter's father. So
Yeah.
it's like, what's the vibes?
Well, it's Philly, so ain't no telling. Maybe other things, but
Maybe.
you never know. But I do want to ask, like, just from your childhood, like, what kind of kid were you? Like coming up, were you curious? I know you were sheltered, but like, did you misbehave?
I was a nerd. I was
still,
a
you still
nerd.
are. You
Yeah,
still are.
absolutely.
I get those vibes from you
Yeah.
sometimes. Yes, I definitely do. That's when you get the glasses on. No, seriously, when you get the glasses on, I feel it
That's
in
why
a
I
good
took
way.
them off. Oh, about to play me. No, but I definitely was a nerd. Like GPA was like 3.8. Like
Man, that's
honors
amazing.
honors classes, honors physics, honors trigonometry. Like I was a nerd because I didn't have anything else to put any time into except my studies. So I legit was a nerd. I didn't do much. I was just really school till I got kicked out my first school.
All right, yep. Now we somewhere. All right, now we get. I love it. I love it.
I got kicked out of Parkway. Well, I didn't even really get kicked out of Parkway. My mama moved to like a county in Pennsylvania. So
Yeah.
I showed my behind before I left.
Oh, you just showing out.
Yeah.
You was
But-
leaving anyway.
Huh?
You was leaving.
I was
anyway.
leaving anyway.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But then she did it Uno reverse and tried to move back to Philly and tried to put me back in that same school. And it was like, yeah, she ain't coming here. She is not coming back.
Access denied.
Right. So I ended up going to a charter school, and that's where I graduated from. And I think when I started going to charter school, that's when my life really started changing because then I started getting exposed to more. Started skipping school, cutting school, grades started slipping.
Why you skip school? Like, what was so fun that you just didn't want to be at school no more?
I had
Miss
another
Nerd?
boyfriend.
He wasn't a nerd, was he?
No, he was a
Yeah.
thug. He used to sell drugs and all. And it was just like, I'm out here trying to be a hood princess. Knowing I don't know nothing about that. And he just out here thugging.
I always wanted to know, like, from a woman's perspective, like, Like, what's that like when opposites attract that way? Like, because you a book nerd, you like to read, you in the books, then you meet somebody who's like they're the same but just into all bad streets, negativity, whatever. And how do y'all worlds like connect? Like, are you just curious, or it's like you like them because you're curious about it, or it's like it's the closest thing you came to a bad boy, or like what's that like from a woman or a young woman rather?
Yeah, it was. I was intrigued.
Yeah,
very curious. Wanted to figure out. I ain't never seen this in my life, so what this like? It was kind of like that, and it was like, why you in 10th grade with so much money? What you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was one of those, and he got me whatever I wanted. So it was just like,
why not, right?
Basically. And I was doing things, and by that time, I was working. So when I started working, my mama was like, basically, you working, so I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I felt. I ain't doing nothing. So like, I was doing everything on my own. So it's like, if I'm doing everything on my own, and he got it, I'm just gonna get it from him.
Hey, that's good math.
All that hard work, I'm just gonna get it from him.
That's good math. All right, well, moving on from him, right? Y'all didn't stay together long, I guess, or y'all did?
No, we was together from 11th and 12th grade, till I graduated.
He came to your graduation?
Yeah, he went to prom with me.
Oh.
My baby daddy was so mad.
Y'all together?
He wasn't my baby daddy at the time, but
nah, he was somebody.
He had a crush on me, and I just wouldn't give him the time or day at that time.
Why not?
I just didn't. I don't like people
just curious.
I don't like people that's popular.
Oh,
he was very popular, and I do not like that because I'm a very behind the scenes type person. I don't like being known.
You're pretty popular right now.
I hate that for me.
You're pretty popular right now.
That's part of the reason I moved.
Why, you get anxiety from being popular?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't like going places and people know me, but I don't know them. I remember I'll never forget one time. I came down here to visit. And like this is when I first moved, and a girl had wrote me and was like, hey, I want to get a facial. And I'm like, I'm living in Texas now. And she was just like, okay, I was like, I don't know if she asked me, do I recommend somebody, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I told her I lived in Texas. And she was like, okay, cool. I came to visit probably like a few weeks later. That same girl walked up to me in Top Crab and was like, I wrote you to get a facial. I thought you lived in Texas. Baby, my family's still here.
I got mad. That's crazy. Don't come pressing me about where I live. Nigga.
I was literally in the middle eating my crab legs. And she was like, I thought you moved to Texas. I said I did. She was like, but you here now. My family lives here. I have to come visit my family. She was like, oh, I thought you was lying. Lying
if I was,
for what?
But if I was, now what? Now we here, now what?
Lying for what? I don't have no reason to lie to you, baby. I live in Texas. And ever since then, I just was like, I got to get home.
Man, that's funny. Yeah, it's like that in Augusta, though. Especially in a small city, too. I think it's easy to be popping in a small city because it's a small population compared to a Philadelphia, Philly, or any up north city. Okay, and so that's a good bit about Philly, though. So, all right. Cheesecake, you eat cheesesteak?
Okay. I get sick every time I eat it, but I'm going to still get it every time.
No, you're not. Well, consistency, man. Why you want to do that?
Because it's so good. But when you move somewhere, they cook things different. You get used to eating a certain way. You're not used to all the greasy foods that you used to eat. So I would go there, I would get my cheesesteak, and I get sick, but I still eat it.
Talk about the decision to come to New York. I mean, to come to New York, to come to Augusta.
Me and my mom ain't get along.
Was that all your life or just at some point?
I feel like it was all my life. I remember times where I'd be like, I want to live with my daddy. And she was like, hell nah, you ain't going down there.
You think that was because you was the only girl? So you just felt like a lot of her ways might have been in your way of what you wanted to do? Or was it just like...
Honestly, I don't know because I came, like before I moved here, I used to come down here every summer since I was 5. So like I was very familiar with Augusta before I moved here. So I used to tell her, like, I don't want to live here. I want to live with my dad. She'd be like, nah, you ain't going. So as soon as I got the first chance to go, I did. And that's when I found out I was pregnant. I came back. But I came back, had my daughter in July. That March, I was gone again. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this. And I came back.
I'm slowing it down asking this question because I know people that's from here, for some reason they don't love where they're from. I don't know. But you hear Philly, California, Florida, Brooklyn, whatever, these nice places. What made you be like, I want to leave Philadelphia? I know the city of brotherly love, 76ers,
It ain't that much
Eagles.
love in Philly.
I don't know why y'all would call it that, to be honest with you.
It ain't that much love.
I thought the joke, and I thought the running joke, I don't know about.
It's crazy.
you leave a place like that to come to Augusta, Georgia, slower, southern, real slow paced, economically different for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. What was some things that was here that you just felt like that attracted you to want to leave
My
an
daddy.
attractive city? Your daddy.
My daddy.
That was it. Just your daddy.
Yeah, I told you I was
Shout out to your
sheltered, so I
pops.
didn't get to experience Philly. I left when I was 19, and like I said, I was pregnant. So it's like I didn't experience Philly the way everybody else
Right,
did.
right,
So
right.
when people be like, "Where are you from?" I be like, "I was born in Philly, but Augusta is where I really grew up at." My daddy let me do. I'm not gonna say he let me do what I wanted to do, but he let me explore. He let me find out what I like and what I don't like. And even though my baby was there, he was like, "As long as she good, go do what you want."
Mm.
And my grandmom, her mother had just passed away. So she had my daughter all the time. That was like her security blanket that helped her get like past her trauma
Yeah.
and her hurt or whatever. So like when I moved here, it was like I didn't even have a kid because I never had her because everybody else wanted her. So like I was free to go out, meet people, do what I wanted to do. So that's what it was.
That makes a lot of sense. But before we get into other things, like just talk about your dad. Though. I know you said that he didn't quote unquote let you do what you want to do, but what was that dynamic like for you coming down here every summer and then having to leave? Like, what was your feelings like coming down to having to go and then coming down to having to go?
I mean, honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember. I was young. I do remember coming down here. I had friends. My grandparents did everything with me. My daddy did stuff with me. And then I would just go home. I guess it was a part of routine, so it didn't really bother me anymore. Until I got to that age and I was just like, I want to be here. Like, it was
Yeah.
so bad. Like, I was like, my grandma lived here, so I would go to Hepzibah, but my daddy lived here, so I would go to Butler. And I was like, Mom, like, I want to go.
Yeah.
But she was like, nah.
But you, and it's funny because you didn't go to school down here, right?
Mm-mm.
But you be knowing people. How you knew people? Like
I
how-
was outside when I moved here.
Oh.
I was outside, okay?
It was that and due to like you not being able to be like quote unquote outside in Philly, so you had to get it all.
My daddy
get it
gave
all
me
out.
freedom, okay? And my daughter wasn't a bad child. She literally, when she was tired, she'll go get her cup and go
Yeah.
get in the bed. Like, my daughter was a very good. I didn't baby my kids, so like they were very independent.
Yeah.
But like she would really just go in the bed. If she tired, she'll get up and go get in the bed. Like, so like when it came to babysitting her, they ain't had no problems out of her. So I was able to just go outside, do what I want. That's back when everybody used to go bowling on Wednesdays, and back when all the little clubs had their own little girl groups and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. I was in that era.
You was in those groups too?
Yeah, I can't remember which one, but I was in one. I know it was with Raven and Missy.
Yeah, y'all go pull the groups up, man.
Yeah, I don't. It was with Raven and Missy, and yeah, I was outside.
But and being down here and obviously rekindling and being with your dad and having your daughter, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Did you feel like coming here would give her would be better for her, like growing up wise as well too?
Mm-hmm. Because up north, you don't see a lot. It's not much. Like it's rough out there. That's all I can
Yeah.
really say. Is rough. Like catching a bus. Like I literally got my driver's license 7 months pregnant because I was like, I refused for my baby to be on the bus. Like that's what it was. And then I ended up moving. My grandma was like, yeah, you can have this car. So I just had a better life when I came down
Yeah.
here, and I knew that she would have a better life because it's more family oriented. My grandparents are here. My daddy was here. Everybody here just supported us.
Do you want to plug the business, or I don't know if you want to talk about it or not? You okay with plugging the family business, or you want?
That's fine.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and say. If I take my phone, I always tell them to go to JC Tires. That's all.
Yeah,
I always tell them.
that's my family business. That's my grandpa opened that business. I had to be like 5 or 6. No, it was before that. They've been here for a minute.
And I was today years old when I found out that's a family business. That when you said fam, I'm thinking I seen you post your dad. I said I know him because he
Yeah.
seen my car a few times, my child a few times. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking that you just laid it to him and that's it.
No.
Not that it's like all y'all.
My
it's y'all
grandpa,
business.
my grandpa opened. He started in Philly. Got another location here.
It's 2 locations. That's crazy.
Yeah, it used to be I think it used to be more, but it was 2. It's 2 now. That's still up and running. I have 2 uncles that work at the one in Philly, and then because my daddy is one of 5, and he's the baby. My daddy's here, my uncle here. So my uncle be in the office. He the one that be fast talking.
Yeah.
That's my uncle.
Okay.
That's my
big
Uncle
one.
Rodney. Yeah.
Okay.
He's in there. My grandma work at the table. My cousin is in there. He's a dark skin. I always got like a
Older guy?
kind of older.
Yeah.
That's Jannard. That's my cousin. And that's it for family. They hire outside sometimes. But my grandpop is real big in keeping it in the family.
Yeah.
My grandpop is probably the reason why I be keeping going with my business for real.
That's what's up. That's dope though. Like I said, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't even put when you said your name, you was like Clark Robinson. You like Clark is I'm like JC stand for I didn't know
James
that.
Clark.
I didn't know that. Like that's I don't know what I'm thinking
Yeah.
JC just JC, bro. I don't
James
know.
Clark.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Okay, well, I'm sure if you ever need a tire, you good to go then. So you ain't got to worry about none
Oh
of that
yeah,
stuff.
I don't have no problems with my car. If my
Boy,
car
must be
making
nice.
one beep, I'm dropping it off.
Must be fucking nice, boy.
Crazy thing is, I just dropped that car off yesterday because I told them, I said, I don't know what's going on, but when I push the gas, it don't go past 60. I don't know what's going on. Come to find out, me being just a girl, it's because my mat is scooped up behind my pedal.
Oh, so it couldn't go no.
So I drove down there and sat at that shop for 4 hours for them to tell me that.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, they gonna help me do everything that I need to do. I need a
that's dope.
tire, anything. They gonna look up.
That's dope. All right, so you outside, you having fun, you kind of doing things you didn't get to do when you was 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is when you came down here. All right. Now, what before I get into that, what was that like too? Like in that outside party, clubbing era, whatever, having fun era, bowling, all that stuff. Because some of them people, they've been doing it all their life. That's like some people, they've been outside, they was 14, 13,
Yeah.
whatever. What was that like? Like, did you feel like, damn, I was missing out? Or was you happy that it happened when it
I
happened
was
for
just
you?
happy to be out. Yeah, I was just happy to be outside, just doing any damn thing.
It was easy to keep up? Or could they not keep up with you? Because you were trying to,
I would say it was easy to keep up. It was a lot going on, but it was easy to keep up with.
Yeah, okay. What kind of person are you, or were you like attitude-wise? I'm asking because I see you now and you seem nice to me, but like outside, like are you cool? Or
What you mean like outside? Like when I go outside?
Yeah, you trying to
I
fight?
be lit. I ain't gonna lie. I be lit.
boy.
I'm the life of I talk to strangers.
Oh, but you nice, not like you
Yeah.
ain't trying to fight 24/7.
No.
Okay.
I don't need.
It's different kind of lit. It's different.
I don't
lits.
even engage in all that. I'm the type, and when I get too lit, I'm ready to go to sleep. I don't be
Gotcha.
doing none of that crazy stuff. I just ready to go to sleep.
Okay, I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm trying to figure out now. I do want to ask you this now because this is on a tangent. I know it's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
What went into the hair color?
My hair color?
Yeah.
I just be bored, experiment, doing stuff.
Nothing wrong with that. I like it though.
Yeah, I
It's
just be doing stuff.
cool. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. I thought it was a joke at first when you put on because it be all on filters and stuff when you
Yeah.
put on your story. I'm like, she ain't lit. Then you walk down and say, oh shit, okay.
No,
cool.
I'm gonna do it every time.
It wasn't for Halloween though.
No,
Okay.
it's just because I was bored and I didn't want a blonde wig no more.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. So get into like schooling now because obviously you smart.
Mhm.
At what point do you be like, I'm going to school down here? Like, what point after all the partying, you be like, okay, let me go and stop playing and go to school?
It wasn't even go to school because I didn't go to aesthetic school till like 2017, 2018. So I actually started working at T-Mobile. Well, I went to the military.
Hold up. Yo, what is life? Hold up. All right, let me scoop my chair up real quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's start this. Okay.
Okay.
So you down here, you partying, ha. All right, what point do you say I'm going to the military and then why? What went into that?
So up north, you don't really hear about the military. I ain't
At
gonna
all.
lie. You ain't gonna hear about it. My cousin probably was the first person that I knew went to the military. He went to the Navy. And I moved to Georgia and I started hearing about it more and more. And of course, me being sheltered, I'm
Yeah.
like, shit, I'm finna go get some freedom and get paid.
Yeah.
And that's just what I did. So I moved down here in 2010. I went to the military in 2012.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you partied for 2 years real hard and then you went to the military.
I went to the military in 2012. I got out, I actually got out the next year because I ended up getting pregnant with my son. And because I had a high-risk pregnancy with my daughter, I had a high-risk one with my son. So they was like, you can get out and have an honorable discharge and do that. And I was just like, okay, I'll do that. because I had to sign my rights off to my daughter in order to go into the military.
Yeah, I know how that works.
So when I had my son, they was trying to tell me that I still can't get my daughter. And I'm just like, I'm not finna raise my kids separate. Like, you're not finna tell me I can have my son here, but have my daughter all the way there. That doesn't make sense. So I was like, y'all can just let me go. I've always been I'm gonna do what I want type of person.
Oh, I know.
So I was like, y'all could just let me go. Just finna get out. So I ended up getting out in 2013, had my son that October, and then that January I started working at T-Mobile. I was at T-Mobile for like 5 years.
What was that like?
Stressful. But you gotta realize that's T-Mobile is the best of the best in Augusta. So it's just like,
What you mean when you say that? Like best in the best?
as far as
like
pay-wise, benefit-wise, it used to be. I said, I don't know what it is now.
Me neither.
But it used to be, we used to get good bonuses, overtime. You walk down the hall, it's TVs, they giving it away. It used to be a good company with like high morale, all that type of stuff. Still only making $12 an hour, but the vibe is good and you bonusing.
$12 back then was different.
Exactly.
It's different now.
I started working at T-Mobile making $12.75 an hour. $12.69. And that's where I was at. And I was there for like 5 years. And then in the midst of me like being there, I was like, this can't be it. Like, it got to be something more. And like, I used to get sugared by this lady. And like, she was an older lady. And we used to talk about skincare. We used to talk about all types of stuff. We used to talk about lashes because I was really consistent with her. So like, we had built that relationship. And I was telling her, I was like, I love lashes. Like, I want to do lashes. I want to do lashes so bad. And she's like, well, why you don't just look into going to school? And then I think finally I looked into going to school, and I was at T-Mobile and I was in a state school at the same time. That was hard. I was working 12-hour shifts. I would work 12-hour shifts Saturday and Sunday. I went to school Monday through Thursday. So I only worked Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday was my actual schedule. You good? Okay. So my actual schedule was Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday. So I would end up going to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I would work after school from 5 to 9. And the only off day I had was Friday. But I did both.
That seems strenuous.
It was, but I had a vision. I had a vision.
What was your vision?
I had to do something else. I had to do something I love because this ain't gonna work.
When you say, and I'm just asking because now, look, with you being an entrepreneur and everything, like when you say stressful, was it so much just the job? Was it the politics of the job? Was it the not being in control of things you wanted to do while working the job? What was stressful about the actual job or T-Mobile or whatever? Metrics.
And it's not even a fact of metrics because every job has metrics, but you're not finna tell me that I was rude to you and I wasn't, and now I can't get paid for it. Like, it was other people had too much control over what I wanted to do or what I had. I don't like that.
What's define rude to me? Define rude. Like,
so like, I ain't even gonna say rude, but like, so we had like a thing based off of basically how nice she was, but I was in tech support. So like, they'll get transferred from somebody else and then come to me. I will solve their issues. But because you mad at that first person, you done gave me a 0.
Or I get that now. So you're talking to somebody and they dealt with somebody else and they kind of passed off to you because they couldn't handle it. So now that person already upset. They might have been upset when they called initially anyway. So now they meet a person that couldn't help them or whatever happened with that. So they double times mad now. Then they get to you and you might handle the issue whatever it can be, or maybe you handle it in the right way, but it's not the result they wanted.
No, I would resolve it. It would be done.
Yeah,
but because you were still mad at the person prior in your survey, you're going to tell everything about the person prior. But that still comes back on me because I'm the last person you talk to.
What'd you learn at T-Mobile? What'd you learn at T-Mobile?
What did I learn?
Yeah, if anything. Because this customer service, I just wonder what you learned.
I met some nice people.
I'll take it. All right, so going to school. So when you finished school, you were still at T-Mobile?
I think when I finished school, I graduated in October. I had quit that March.
Oh, damn, you weren't playing no. It's something about March with you. You just March is your
But I started working at a prison and got fired on my day off.
You were still in boxes?
No. I was on social media being a comedian, and they found it.
Oh, okay.
Fired me.
Yeah. How funny was you being?
Ooh.
Yo, you was in Augusta?
Yeah. I worked at, what is that? It's in South Carolina.
Oh, Trent.
McCormick.
I
worked at
McCormick.
McCormick Prison.
What made you want to be an officer? What made you want to go to?
I just want to do something different. I want to do something different. I had been in call centers since the beginning. I was tired of talking to people.
How long you worked there?
Where?
At the
McCormick?
prison. Yeah.
Man, I got hired, went to training, came back. First day of training, fired. First day after training, fired.
Well, damn, they ain't fucking around with you.
They fired me on my day
You had to do the gas shame and all that stuff too?
Oh, no, not
okay.
for them. You just had to do combatives, take the test, run a PT test, that type of stuff.
Got you. Oh, but because your military background, you kind of fit the job.
Yeah, I was cool with that, yeah.
Got you. Okay. But so when you decided to go to school, I know you say you had a lady that you worked with, and y'all would talk about doing this down third, and you went to school for being what is it called?
Esthetician.
I can't speak.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say it for me. It started E or A?
E. I mean, it's both. If you put the A in front of it, it's more of a medical background.
What's the A word?
Aesthetics. The same thing.
Okay,
you just put the A in front of it. The A is more. It comes let you know it's more of a medical background. Aesthetics would be just regular.
Cosmetology background.
No, just regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you went to school for that.
Mm-hmm.
What about that you think helped you, like when you started to do the plain Jane? Did you know when you went to school for that you would do that, like that only? So you didn't go for hair, you didn't go for none of that stuff. It went strictly for.
I went for lashes. No, I went for lashes.
Got you.
Took a class and was like, baby, this ain't for me. My eyes bad. I cannot sit here and put a lash on every one of your lashes. I cannot do it. My eyes is bad. Now I'm seeing double. That ain't gonna work. But I initially went for lashes.
And so you switched in there. So when you go to school it's cosmetology school, or is that what
No,
it's
literally aesthetic school.
Okay, so when you go, what all falls under that? So you got skincare,
waxing, makeup, something else, lashes, facials.
Okay.
But that's kind of skincare, yeah.
Got you. Now, it just might be me. I didn't know I'm not trying to be funny. I didn't know there's an MUA thing. Meant makeup artist.
How you didn't know that?
I thought it meant moi. I don't know why. I'm not being funny. I just always thought that meant that because.
No bars.
Yeah, that's where I thought it came from. I was like, that's what it means. So my daughter told me, she's like, no, that's not what it means.
Makeup artist.
I never knew it.
Yeah.
And I don't do makeup. I don't get makeup from me. So, but I said to say, do you have to learn about every single thing when you're in school? So even though you're going to school for skincare, you got to learn about makeup, lashes, all. What's some things you learned outside of the skincare? So they say makeup, say lashes, whatever. That's not massaging. Right? That's not that either. Right? Oh, massaging. Waxing too.
Waxing. I love waxing. I fell in love with waxing in school. Waxing and facials actually is both things that I fell in love with. I was like, I ain't doing them lashes. We could do something else. But I would say what I really learned and what I really loved about my school, because I went to that school before going to that school became a thing.
What school was this?
Southeastern Aesthetics Institute.
Okay.
I went there before everybody started going there and it became a thing. Even like how I learned versus how they learn now is completely different. It was 8 people in my class. It's 20 of y'all now. It's very different. But like what I learned the most that I loved about my school is that they drilled ingredients into us. That's what their main focus was. Where they weren't teaching you what you see on Instagram. They didn't teach you what you seen on TikTok. They taught you the ingredients and how they worked. And that's how I was able to do everything that I did.
So when you say ingredients, it's just the stuff that go into whatever you putting in.
The breakdown.
Why is that so important?
Because if you don't know the ingredients, then you're not going to know what it's going to do for you.
Why do you think that now it's 20-something people in the class versus 8 back then?
They got popular.
The school
popular. The school. Okay. It got real popular.
I asked that because I saw a big surge in that field during COVID as well. Like, I guess everybody wanted to start waxing. Everybody wanted to do lashes. Everybody wanted to do this stuff.
Easy money. I ain't gonna lie.
It is? Why you don't offer waxing services then? Why you don't do waxing?
I might.
You might.
It's easy money though.
But wax cost like $125, $150. I don't know. Back then, I don't know how much it is now. But waxing is like.
I paid for a full body wax. I paid $115. And you get it done in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm saying that's something that you do. You do 2 hours, 3 hours work. That's $300 damn near. Versus, working, like you said, $12.69, $12.75, T-Mobile, So yeah, I can see that being a good money grab. But all right, so you in school. At what point did you start to launch your own business? Like, okay, I'm gonna start and then what went into the name too?
Okay, so I answer both. When I first started, our first day of school, they asked us what you wanted to do. I said I want to start a skincare line, and then they was like, "That's what you want to do?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that's when I started paying attention to the ingredients and the stuff that they teach because I need to know what works on my skin, what might work on your skin, this and the third. Now the name came from a senior project that I had to do for that school. In order to graduate, I had to do a senior project.
Okay.
And I was just like, I don't know what I'm about to do, but I got to put this together because I can't graduate if I don't do it. And like, so Plain Jane, I always wanted it to be everybody comfortable in their skin. All you need is lashes, lip gloss, and you good.
Mm-hmm.
Clear skin, that's what it is. And that's where Plain Jane came from. And I just added aesthetics because we in school and just stick.
When you say Plain Jane, does that have anything to do with like makeup or no? Like, is that bare face?
Bare face, lip gloss, lashes, brows, but like you comfortable in your skin for the most part.
Right now, are you Plain Jane right now? You got I see it on your shirt.
Yeah.
So you know, no makeup, none of that
I ain't
stuff.
got no makeup on.
Skin look great.
Thanks.
Skin looks great. Oh, clap it up for the skin, bro. Skin looks great. Okay, I like that. So I like that you believe in like what you promote. Like you came up here, you got the shirt on, cool, but you didn't come up here with makeup and telling people like don't wear makeup or be barefaced and you're not.
I love my makeup, but I'm not gonna wear makeup to cover up my face. Nah, I'm gonna take care of my skin and then wear makeup when I want to.
Can makeup also be a reason why somebody's skin is messed up too though? Like
if you sleep in your makeup, you're gonna alter your skin for 7 years. You're gonna look older.
Like a mirror. Like breaking a mirror.
Yeah.
7 years.
You're gonna age. That's what it is. You're gonna age your skin 7 years if you sleep in your makeup.
Do you think that's what white people do? I'm just asking. I
don't. No, their skin is just a little different.
Gotcha. Y'all learn that in school too, like the ethnic in conjunction with skin. Like maybe if you this heritage or you this whatever.
You learn all about that.
I know you said in the beginning you was like how sometimes people they go on TikTok and they'll watch this. It could be an Indian lady, right?
Yeah.
And you seen how she do her stuff, but you black. Y'all don't have the same background. Y'all don't have the same skin texture or anything like that. So you're doing something that's working for her.
Yeah.
And you probably shouldn't be doing that. All right.
And then genetics.
That play a big part too. Like you said, so if your parents both had acne,
that's
you might just
if
have
my
it.
daddy wear glasses and my mama wear glasses, I'm gonna be blonde too. Yeah,
gotcha.
Same thing.
They wear glasses?
Yes.
Okay, so
both
makes
of them.
sense.
So now my son wear glasses.
Oh man, Jesus! Everybody wear glasses. Your daughter wear glasses?
No, she don't wear glasses. I think her daddy don't wear glasses.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
Who
right.
needs glasses, right? She said, "Yeah, right." All right. So in school, you came with the name Plain Jane through your senior project. All right. Now, for me, I'm just talking about for me now. I remember seeing you launch it. Mind you, I don't know nothing about no skincare stuff. I'm not gonna lie. You see, I'm drinking soda right now. I've been drinking soda all my life. I don't know. I never had no skin problems though. Like in my life, I never.
Genetics. That's what I'm telling you. Genetics matter.
Probably so. Cause I think I don't know. You might be right. I don't know. I think my dad used to do some stuff to his skin, but I don't know if he knew what the fuck he was doing. He just, how niggas just had a green shit on their face when they come out.
I'm crying.
Like they doing something. I don't know.
Green is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what you a whole gangster? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? My mom never did that with her skin though.
Yeah.
But, so maybe it could be right. I don't know. My sister didn't have that luxury. My brother, same like me, never had no problems. I don't know. But I say it to say like, I don't know what's what. I go off with the people on the timeline and stuff are championing. But I remember you launching and people, I don't know what you felt about it, but I seen a massive amount of support. But I also seen you start just from the jump. And then next thing I don't know if this was a car you bought. You had a nice car. And I remember like, oh, damn, she getting into some money now. I wonder what's going on here. So talk about the startup of like starting your own line and getting your word out there.
So like when I started Plain Jane, it literally was just me experimenting, like me playing with ingredients, putting stuff together and just figuring it out. And like I said, when I went to school, it wasn't as popular. So when I talked about skincare on Facebook and did all that, people paid attention because they wasn't used to it. So it was like, okay, Tia Black, and she talking about skin. We ain't really got too many people that's doing that. And then I was real funny with mine too.
Yeah, you funny and you speak well.
Yeah.
You funny and you speak well.
Thank you. Shout out to Philly.
Oh, here we go.
Philly education. But yeah, so like dang, what I was saying?
No, you were saying you would talk about skincare online.
Yeah, I was talking about skincare online and people started paying attention. But I never once really thought like I could make some products, but then I started making them and I started playing with it. I was just like, okay, this worked for real. Like, okay. So like I launched in October, and I launched because somebody was like, T, if you don't launch that shit, I know something. Like I had went to like a pop-up shop for someone and sold out. And this is before I even told anybody for real. I just was making stuff. And I literally sold out. And she was like, T, if you don't launch this, I know something. And then I ended up like talking about it on the internet. I launched it, and it just went from there. Like it really blew up overnight. And I ain't gonna lie, I do not encourage that. Do not blow up overnight.
Why not?
It's stressful.
I agree, but I want to know from you.
It's
like,
very
what was
stressful.
about it?
It's very mentally like draining. And I learned so much about myself during that time because it's like, and I learned so much about myself because I realized how much patience I had, what I really was passionate about. And I was passionate about my product. So it was like, it showed. And I really loved what I did. But blowing up very fast and you don't know a lick about business is hard because you learn it as you go. Like how I'm supposed to manage making $10,000 in 10 minutes and I don't even know how to manage $10. Like,
yeah.
It's hard. And it's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Where am I supposed to be putting it? What paperwork I'm supposed to have? It was very hard.
Write that down real quick.
So
$10,000.
I do not encourage low and slow like a crock pot
So was it
the way to go.
for you? Was it like, you launched one day and then like kind of like the next day it was like it was on like from the get go, like
it was on from the get go.
Yeah, I can see that because especially somebody who don't necessarily like being popular. It's like you had no time to walk into it.
I did.
It's like from the start, people outside the door knocking like, let me in.
And it took a toll on me. It did. That's why I be so inconsistent.
But so talk about when you started, like how you would do it. How would you get your product out? Was the support more local driven or
Facebook,
was it
local?
Okay, so it was so you was making that good money just Augusta and the surrounding cities.
Augusta, South Carolina.
Yeah, CSRA rather. Okay, okay.
I made most of my money from Augusta and South Carolina, Georgia and South Carolina.
Damn, man, can you doing it like that? And so one day you want to launch a business. You're doing soft launches here and there, pop up shops, this, that, and third, and then you launching one day and you got 2,000 orders, 1,000 orders.
Oh, I ain't never go that far. That would have took me out.
How many orders do you think? Well, I guess what's the most amount of orders that you think you would have for your first launch or launch in a while?
My first launch, it was probably like maybe 30, 50 orders.
Okay, so the first one.
And then it started just growing from there.
But okay, I want to talk about the first launch. So talk about doing from 30 to 50 orders because I mean, we hear a number, but we'll go into one order. So I don't want to take the number and make it minimize it, but like, so what's the process like for getting 30 to 50 orders ready for strangers?
What you mean the process?
Like okay,
making it?
Yeah, like making it, sending it out, getting it to the person. Like
I loved it. I loved the process. It literally was just me taking time to create everything, putting it in the mold, cutting it up, putting it in, because I lived in Aiken at the time. So like on my floor, I would put like a blanket down and I would list all the orders on the floor. And like it would be like 5 rows of 5 orders or whatever. And I would just go through, put everything on it, pack it up and just drop it off. I like packing orders the most.
Okay.
So
when you lived in Aiken, did you drink their water?
I believe so.
Oh, damn. Okay. No, just you got the Aiken thing. You know, they got well water in Aiken, so a lot of times the water is not that great. It ain't nothing bad health wise. Just it hurts them up here a lot of times. That's why they can't drive that road. But then again, like you good to go, so it's fine. You fulfill it. You be all right. You tough. You probably done drunk worse than some Aiken water. She said probably.
Probably.
I asked about the order thing because I told you off camera and I know people probably waiting for this, but I remember I would watch and we watch the story, we see you on with the orders and stuff, but then I also remember, like you said, the business aspect of things. I remember I would watch sometimes and like, I ain't gonna say you would spaz out, but you kind of would spaz out a little bit, but you would like, I don't know how you did it. I don't know if you would post an email. I see so much stuff. I don't know if you were posting a screenshot of the email or you would say something about it, but you would speak because you always spoke to the audience, or your audience rather. I guess like playing like at the jail, just being a comedian. But you would speak, but you would spaz. And I was like, damn, I don't know if she know that that's probably rude. You shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably don't want to spaz out.
It's because I was so passionate about my brand. Like it would be days that I'd cry because it's like something not coming out right. And I really love what I did at that time. Like I really, really loved it. So it was just like when people used to speak on it, like you're not gonna talk about my baby, plain Jane mine. Like you're not gonna do that.
Definitely.
And it's just like a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know how this is gonna sound. I had to train my customers. Because they will order on Tuesday and email me Wednesday, where's my order? Baby, I make this from scratch. It's not gonna be ready the next day. So I had to train them to realize like, hey, it's gonna take me time to make this and send it out. And all of this, I was still working a full-time job. I was working at Verizon call center.
You switch companies.
Yeah. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch. I was working full-time. So it was like trying to do that and run that. And it's like, y'all emailing me, cussing me out. Yeah. I done gave you my money and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like.
Overwhelming.
Very mental toll.
Especially when, like I said, you not having that time to walk into it. It's like.
And it's just me.
You jumped. Yeah.
It's just me. Me doing all these orders by myself. My ex-wife was helping me, but it was like, it was just us trying to do that. And she worked.
You was married?
Yeah. Oh. And like,
I think somebody asked me that. I went, okay.
Yeah, I was.
We skipped over that. It's all good. You said military, all this stuff. It's all good. Keep going.
I'm crying. Yeah, she helped me, but she worked full time too.
Got you.
So it was like us trying to handle all that on top of being a mom. I still had 2 kids.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was a lot.
Yeah, but when you think about that, like you think about somebody launching a business, it taking off, but life don't stop. So you still got 2 kids. You still got a full-time job.
I had no balance.
Still got a partner, and you want, all that stuff in conjunction with, now you got this whole new business that you're passionate about and love what you're doing, and it's successful. So you want to keep it up so it keep going. But at the same time, you do fall to the pits of like, I'm saying ignorance, not that you're ignorant, but just like not knowing how to deal with certain businesses. Because maybe you could have had an assistant, or maybe not you want to pay somebody.
Yeah, I didn't know. And I think what also caused me to, I wouldn't say spaz, but I wouldn't call it spazzing because I'm from Philly. I don't really see
me neither.
But I will say, the way I talk to everybody on Facebook, I was always real. And I think that's what brought a lot of people to me too. Like how I used to make my status is, baby, don't come to me telling me your skincare don't work. You eat a 4 for 4 every day. You don't even drink water, but you want to yell at me about your skincare. You sleep in your makeup, but you want to yell at me about skincare. You wouldn't say skincare products don't work, but you just drank a bottle of tequila yesterday. Don't come at me like that. And that's how I talked to them, because it was a way for everybody to understand. Like, no, for real.
Yo, I'm having flashback, because that's how you used to be.
That's really how I talk. And I think that's what...
You got to throw the LOL in there. That's it. You didn't have no LOL. Like, it looked super serious. It wasn't no LOL. Like, you got to throw the LOL in there.
Probably.
This business is wild.
Yeah, definitely. But I think that's because I talked that way and it was received, it wasn't received in a bad way. They just was like, dang, I never thought about it that way. Or I was always a cool person. So it was just like, they just took it as jokes. So I think when I talked about it, it made it came off as spazzing, but it's just like, at the end of the day, this is how I've been talking to y'all. So it's like, why you feel away now?
Man, I wanna go through my messages so bad. I know for sure 2021. Let's see. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, hold on. I'm about to read something to you. It's 2020. I swear to God. I told you, and shout out to Joya. I love Joya to death. She's cool. But she was in business too. Mind you popping, so everybody looking at you as like the blueprint.
I still got all Joya lip glosses. I still use them.
But they like, yo, what the fuck going on? Because
people told me that before though.
No, this is 2021, June 22nd. No, you just said that. I swear to God, it says, of course my products don't work. You eat a 4 for 4 every day.
I did not play.
89 likes at the time. Yo, that's crazy. Look at CDO telling some man gone. Shay good in here. These are my friends now, but that's funny. Yo, I'm gonna screenshot this.
Because that's how it was. I had to it's like our group of people, we don't really know too much about skincare. And that's the reason why I created the skincare that I created. That's the reason why I did what I did in school. Because I ain't gonna lie, most of the skincare is for the white people. So it was just like, we didn't have access to all of that. And that's what pissed me off. So like in school, I'm glad I went to the school I went to, because I got to experiment with everything. So like when they'd be like, oh, well, Tia, you too dark. You can't put that chemical peel on your face. Why not? We finna figure out why. And that's what I did. So like when I tell people about my skincare, or I tell people you can get a chemical peel, I never do something to you that I ain't never did to myself. Because I want you to know that I'm here with you, and if something happens, I can reverse it, because that's where that ingredients come in at. I can fix anything I mess up.
And just the knowledge in general, like you went to school for it. I know it's funny you said earlier in a joke way, I'm a nerd, but take that and with a lot, like I'm also a nerd who went to school for this. So think about how much I dived into everything that they tell me. I ain't just do it for the paperwork to get paid. I did it because I wanted to know, and I wanted to know everything.
And I wanted to know everything. I wanted you to have I wanted us to have the same opportunities that everybody else had. I don't want you to ever walk into, because at first I wanted a med spa. But it was like, I don't want you to walk into a spa and they be like, we don't really know how to work with your skin. What you mean? You went to this, instead of school don't tell you what skin you can work on and what skin you can't work on. You learned everything. So that means you didn't take the time to learn about my skin. So I took that time to learn. Like, of course, I know how to work with other Fitzpatricks, which is the scale.
Right there, that's the aggressive side. You know? I'm just like, that's when the 444. I think about that. Like I think about the whole thumb thing you just did, looking at like nothing back there, but you pointing to it. That's the shit they talking about.
I be passionate for real. I
love it though.
I never did nothing just for the money, and that's another thing that I learned about myself. Because when I was sitting here making all this money, I did not care. Like, money is not everything. I was literally making so much money, and I was still miserable. I still had other stuff going on. I still had life going on. I still had everything. And, like, people would email me and be like, give my money back. Okay. I ain't finna argue with you. All right. There you go. Have it back. But it was just like, you realize that money is not everything. I literally did what I did because I loved it. And I think I posted a status about that before. And I was like, I will literally do skincare for free because that's how much I love it. Everybody was in my comments like, T, you better not. Like, don't you ever do it for free because you too good at it. But that's what I was passionate.
No, I like that. I think one of the things you just said about, money is everything. I think, too, it's key to note that you only know that because you was doing it. So I think people have to feel it first and realize what come with it. Because with extra money, it come with a lot of extra stuff. So, and something like I said, sometimes you need to walk into that.
You got to do.
Or you got to fail and then try again, or move to Texas, stop and then try again. Whatever you got to do, but you got to like really reel it back in because you'll get lost in all that money and all
get
demands.
lost in it. If your mind not right, that money will take you somewhere else. That's why when people be like, "You was making so much money, why did you stop?" Baby, mentally I wasn't there. I don't care about no money. And I got the car, and then I lost the car. So it was just like, material stuff doesn't mean anything to me.
But I think on social media too, a lot of things. We talk about the wins a lot, you post the wins, and not necessarily talking about the losses. But I think even that is real vulnerable to say. Like, I got the car, but I lost the car. Like, people don't get to see every step of the way. They only see the stuff that either you want them to see or that they choose to see. Because like even when you saying about I do this. It's a lot of messages or status you post that didn't get sent that we didn't talk about that might not have been negative, have been something positive, but it's like we gonna overskip that. You know how that go. So,
and I mean, I ain't gonna say I lost the car because of money.
No, I'm not saying that's.
No, I'm just saying, just putting it out there. I didn't lose the car because of money because I paid for that.
Broke, I'm just saying.
I paid for that car cash.
Got you.
I lost the car because I moved to Houston and thought you needed a new start. And Houston, I ain't gonna lie, Houston was good for what it was, but it was the worst time of my life. I was in such a depression. That's why I left, because I was just like, I feel suffocated. There's too much going on. I gotta go. I moved to Houston, and I feel like Houston was my healing era. I was by myself from 2021 to 2020. I just left Houston March of this year. 2025, I had to sit in them dark rooms by myself. I had to cry in the mirror. I had to cry to God, like, baby, I don't know what's going on. And God literally stripped me of everything. I lost my car because I went out with my friend and somebody drugged me and I crashed into a construction site. Damn. That's how I lost my Jeep. But if I didn't have that Jeep, I would have been dead because I crashed into a forklift.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I don't really even speak on it.
I don't know. How you know they drugged you? I don't know why. It's not important to me. I guess I want to know, like, how you knew like you was drugged.
So when I was in Houston, like I said, it was a healing area, but it didn't start off that way. I was drinking every day. Like, I'm talking a liter of Casamigos. I'm driving home like it's nothing. Just drinking. So I went with not my best friend, but like a close friend for her birthday. Something was telling me, Tia, don't go. But I was like, it's my friend. I'm going to go. It's her birthday. I didn't drink that night because I'm the type of friend that if it's your birthday, I want to make sure you get home safe. I don't have to drink. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
So I didn't drink that night. So this person that I was talking to was like, hey, have a good time, blah, blah, blah. Keep drinking. And I'm just like, no, like I'm the same when I'm drunk than when I'm sober. Like I still act the same way. So I was just like, no, I gotta make sure my homegirl get home because her boyfriend wasn't there at the time yet. So I'm like, no, I gotta make sure that she gets home. He was like, shit. He was like, okay. He was like, okay, well, I'm finna pull up. I said, okay. So we get there. He get there. We still chilling. Mind you, I done ate and everything. I literally have no reason to black out, crash, anything like that. He was like, let me see your cup. Mind you, my cup only had cranberry juice in it because I'm not drinking. So he took a shot, took my cup and drank it. I'm friends, I'm doing stuff with my homegirl, dancing with them or whatever. He gives me my cup back. Ever since then, the night was crazy. So he ends up leaving. So I have my cup, and towards the end of the night, I guess the drug starts kicking in. I start getting a headache. I had a glueless wig on. I snatched that whole off because I'm like, maybe I got a headache because my wig too tight or something.
You took your wig off?
I did. And I was trying to drink water, and the man was like, you can't take your water out because we don't know if it's liquor or not. He was like, you can't take it out, you gotta leave it here. And I'm feeling woozy or whatever. I lived like maybe 20 minutes away. Mind you, I've drove home drunk before, so I'm like, I know I can get home. I called my homegirl, and she like, you good? I'm like, no, I don't feel good or whatever. And she was like, well, I know you ain't drunk because you don't never call me when you drunk. I said, no, I didn't drink. Like, I'm good. So I'm on my way home. Next thing I know, I ended up blacking out, and I'm on the phone with her the whole time, and she's calling my name, and I'm not hearing nothing. Like, I'm drunk. Like, not drunk, but I'm done. I done crashed into the construction site. Somebody from across the street seen me go into the construction site and came and got me, pulled me out my Jeep.
Damn.
So I'm throwing up, passing out, throwing up, passing up, throwing up, passing out. And it was him and his girlfriend and like his homeboy, his girlfriend. He was like, I don't know you, but you got to get up out of here. He was like, if the police come, they're going to take you for a DUI. I'm like, I didn't drink. I'm trying to tell him. He was like, but you being like this, they finna take you to jail. I'm in Texas by myself. I can't go to jail.
Not in Texas, please don't.
I can't go to jail. So at this point, I'm calling my ex-wife. They like call somebody to come get you. I'm like, I live here by myself. Like, I don't have nobody. They call her and they like, come get her. She like, I live in Georgia. Like, I can't come get her. Yeah. So what ended up happening is that they ended up taking me from the scene and driving me like around the corner to get an Uber. So I ended up calling the dude that I was talking to at the time, because at this point, I'm not knowing that he did it. So I'm calling him and I'm just like, hey, this happened, blah, 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 blah. He said, okay, I'm finna come get you. So he ended up coming to get me. I ain't never really told this story to nobody. He ended up coming to get me. And he was like, well, my kid's at the house, so you can't come to my house. I said, that's cool. Take me to the hotel. I'll go to the hotel. He took me to the most raggedy hotel, bro. And I ended up being in the hotel, phone dead, no phone, no car, no nothing. Like, I don't have the keys to my house, nothing. I ended up being able to call my friend and be like, hey, I'm here. Can you come get me and take me to my apartment so I can let the leasing office know and I can get into my apartment. But backwards, he comes to get me, takes me in the hotel, takes all my clothes off. I get in the shower because I done threw up, peed on myself and everything. Like, that's how bad it was. He came and got me. He was like, I told you. He was like, what did he said something along the line of, I wanted you to get fucked up, but I didn't know it was going to get you this fucked up. And I was like, huh? Like, what you mean? He was like, I just wanted you to have a little fun because he was like, because you wasn't drinking, but I didn't think it would do you like this.
Yeah. Huh? So he did something to you.
What you mean? And then he left me in the hotel by myself. The next day, I'm calling, texting him like, hey, can you take me to, like, I'm calling him to tell him before I got the time to call my friend, because I had to end up going into like the lobby to call.
Yeah. Hotel lobby.
To call my homegirl. I'm calling him like, hey, can you just come take me to my apartment so that I can get my keys and stuff like that? He like, yeah, I can come get you. Never came, just kept ignoring me. And then that same night that I got home, my homegirl said she seen him in the club and he was acting like nothing happened. I said, yeah, you did some shit. You did some foul shit to me. Like, you did that. Yeah, and like, I didn't say nothing. I left it alone. I could have called the police. They was like, you should have called the police because he would have got in trouble for that. Because we was at a BYOB. So he was like, he would have still got in trouble for that. And I didn't go outside for a long time. I stayed home. I didn't do nothing. And then finally I went out again for my other friend's birthday. And I ended up seeing him. And he sent his homeboy to come say something to me, and I was like, yeah, that shit dead. You might as well stop talking to me. Find you something safe to do for real.
Damn.
And that's
Yeah.
how I lost my Jeep.
That's tough in another city though, like
By yourself. I go through a lot of shit alone. I ain't gonna lie, I do.
So if you had to describe like the 2021 to I guess top of this year, like what was that time like? Because in them 3 years, like, well, 4 years rather, but I say 3-4 years, we did see a lot of inconsistency with you and the brand. Of course, you'll pop up here, but then you'll come back. You'll come out, but it won't be no brand. Just be you talking, then you'll come back.
Yeah.
So like, I know it's something there. So what was that like, and what was that about?
My mental health was really bad. I really couldn't control it. It would be like I'd get a job, and then I'd be like, Tia, you better than this. God, God telling you to do your business. And then I would do my business. I would get overwhelmed. And then, like I said, money ain't nothing. So I remember one time I had like 100 orders. I didn't have the mental capacity to even do them. I refunded all 100.
Damn.
Like, it got that bad. Like, I was in a very dark place. And like, so that's what it was most of the time that I was in Houston. And I think I overstayed my welcome in Houston. I knew that I should have been moved back. I just didn't know where I wanted to move because I was like, I'm not coming back to Augusta. I'm not going to Philly. So I just was like, I don't know where I want to move. So I stayed. But like, it was bad.
I know you mentioned it being overcrowded and stuff like that. I don't think I really asked like directly, but like, what went into your actual decision to say I'm going to leave Augusta and go to Texas? Like, what was going into your decision to do that?
I just wanted to move.
So you just woke up one day, or over time span, you were thinking about it.
Ain't no time span. I woke up one day and said I want to move.
That was it, just one day.
Yeah, I went to Atlanta and I got my hair done because my brother stays in Atlanta. I went to Atlanta, got my hair done, and I was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to see something else. And I booked a flight for the next day. Went to Houston, stayed there for 3 days, looked at apartments for all 3 of those days, came home that Tuesday and applied. I applied for it. At that time, Plain Jane was dealing with my inconsistencies. So like my sales and stuff wasn't there to be what I needed them to be for me to be able to get approved for something. So I had got a job in Texas. And because my original thought was to move to Texas in December. But what ended up happening is that I got hired for the job and they was like, hey, this job start next month. So what I ended up doing was just moving early to go to the job so that I can get approved for my apartment and all that other stuff.
But you said in Texas you was alone, right? So what was that like? Like being away from everybody, your kids, all that stuff? Like,
I'm used to being alone.
Was it hard or was it like?
It was kind of hard until I started meeting people.
Cause I know you said you used to be alone, but even here, if you feel alone, you don't have to be alone because you got your parents here in Philly, your parents or your mom or your grandma, all this stuff, your brothers. But in Texas, like it's like even that situation you had, like nobody really can come get you because everybody 10, 12 hours, 13 hours away.
Nobody even knew I moved to Houston. I didn't tell nobody I moved to Houston until like 3 months later. I just randomly was like, oh yeah, y'all, I live in Texas.
Yeah.
I didn't tell nobody. But I'm used to all my friends being long distance from me. So like my best friend at the time, I used to talk to her on the phone all the time. I used to talk to my mama all the time. Like physically, I'm used to being alone, but I'm always on the phone with somebody. Like I always have somebody to talk to, if that makes sense, until I didn't. So like it wasn't nothing for me and it was fun.
You didn't try to like expand to like have the Plain Jane just in Texas, like try it out there?
That's what I wanted to do. I had a few suites in Texas, I did, but mentally I couldn't take it, so I always quit.
What I know you said mentally, but outside of the mental aspect of things, like what else went into any inconsistency with the business, like that, just life that may have deterred you from being consistent?
I wouldn't say life. Outside of mental, it was me battling with myself of if I could really do it. So like one thing about it, I'm gonna find a job. I don't care. I'm gonna find a job. So if I felt like Plain Jane wasn't moving fast enough, I would just go get a job. And then it would be Plain Jane on the side. And then as soon as I get tired of that job, I'll be back at Plain Jane. Like it was just that going back and forth. That's where the inconsistencies came from because I would always feel like I wasn't good enough to do it. So I'll just go get a job. Because I'd be like, at least I get a check. Yeah, you'll get a check, but then what?
But during these times, like, are people not reaching out? Not even for orders. I'm just about like, hey, look, like, what you got going on? Like, why
they still bully me to this day. I got emails, where your products at? I ain't seen you. I need this. I need that. They emailed me for a while, and for a while I wouldn't even check my email because that's what I knew was in there. But they was messaging me. They was. You moved to Texas and didn't tell nobody. I want this. I still want to order. I still want to do this. Your skincare is the only skincare that ever worked for me. And like, that's really what kept me going. Because if nobody reached out to me and nobody said nothing, I wouldn't restart it. Even though in my heart, I'd be like, Tia, this is what you're supposed to be doing. I wouldn't do it. But they still reached out to me.
Like, how do you use social media? Like, I mean, of course, I'm asking for you. Like, what's your thought process on social media and the use for it? Like, because some stuff you said you never spoken before, but I do feel like you're a person that when you talk, I think people watch and listen because you speak well. You informative. You got the knowledge. Like what made you not like go to social media and like just kind of like talk to your people and tell them what was going on?
I don't like people in my business.
Well, not like maybe. Well, yeah, you're right. Because then people,
I'm very private.
Like everybody did ask me that. They was like, hey, she's still married? I said, I don't know. But
I'm very private. People to this day still think I'm married to the same person I was married to. We've been divorced 4 years.
But that makes sense now because you went to Texas too around that time. So okay, I'm just calculating everything. But even if not talking about that, maybe you don't say, well, we got divorced and it's this reason, da da da. You know, you could skip over that. You could sum that up with saying, hey, I got a life thing going on, cool. But I'm talking about just the business aspect of things, like, because, you know, I think people look at you as someone who, like, once they get the products from you, they don't want to go nowhere else.
Yeah.
Because you got the knowledge. Like, you got even you talking today, I feel like, first of all, you're doing a great job. That's number one. But
Thanks.
The main thing is, you know, it's that's for you. But the main thing I notice is you got the knowledge. Like, you know how to answer the question without, like, having to go to the notes or, you know, like, the ins and outs of everything. Esthetician wise. So I think people see that and they grow a trust into that. And like they don't want none of that from nobody else but the person I trust to do that.
Yeah.
And then when you out of it, it's like, well, like what do I do now?
And that's I got that a lot too. Like, Tia, what am I supposed to use if you're not doing this? Like, what am I supposed to do? And then me being a person I am, I start feeling bad. I'm like,
ask that question. Damn, now I
gotta reopen shop because now I feel bad.
Yeah.
And like, it had even been times where people would be like, Tia, you ain't even gotta open your website. I'll cash app you. I'll send you the money. I'll do this. And I did that for some people. But it's just like, I don't know.
But it's hard to reach them. You're not answering email. And you be going slap off too. It's been times because I've been doing this since you know me pretty much. So I'm always like, I don't want to get you on at some point. I always feel like time is everything. But also, you somebody like I feel like you reach out, like you support and you get support because you support. And so when I'm going to look for your pay, I'm like, okay, type a name in, don't see it. Somebody say something that's in the messages, like, and I see it, then they say, oh, user not found. Like, God damn it, she didn't.
I think that has a lot to do with like how I grew up and being sheltered and not liking like people knowing where I am, because that's, like I said, overwhelming is why I moved to Houston, because I was by myself and I don't like people knowing nothing about me. I don't like people knowing where I am or where I'm located. Like, you'll never see me living somewhere that's not gated. It's a safety thing. And it's not even like physical safety, it's mental safety, emotional safety, that type of thing. So it's like, if I feel like too many people watching me, I'm finna delete that page and start a new one. I'm so for real.
But
I'm like, I don't, and it's like I've gotten to the point where I've grown out of that now. But back then, I don't like too many people. I don't like being in Walmart and somebody saying, "Hey, Plain Jane girl, who is you?" Like, I don't like that, because I didn't grow up protected, if that makes sense. I've been through a lot of stuff. So like, I didn't grow up protected. So anywhere that I feel like I'm not protected or I don't know what's going on or I can't pay attention to everything that's going on, I'm finna dip. I don't like that. I don't like what's not knowing what's going on.
No, that makes sense. I mean, it's a trauma thing for the most part.
For sure.
Yeah. So that make a lot of sense. That also makes sense too. Like I said, I get deep, but I don't let them get that deep. I feel like that's like your story, the stuff to tell, stuff like that. But I do think that it makes sense as to like why somebody you enjoy them summers. Like, you enjoy that escape. I did the same thing coming down here for the summertime. You enjoy leaving, home as you know it. You might love it, but it's always the negative pros and cons to things than coming back here. So a lot of that stuff do make sense. What's your family say? 'Cause like you come from business, technically speaking. You come from family business. So like, what are they saying when like you showing these signs of inconsistencies? But like, hell, you could be helping the family with stuff for like promoting and things like that, because you got the platform for that.
My family really didn't know. I ain't gonna cap. They didn't know. Like my grandparents are very old school. So like I would tell my grandma. So how my grandma knew is that my grandma used to help me a lot. She'd be like, "Do you need anything?" I'm very spoiled. So like they used to be like, "Do you need anything? What you want? What you need?" I'd be like, "Grandma, can I get $200? Okay, I'll go get it. Come pick it up." Like that type. My grandma knew when I stopped asking for things. And she was just like, "What you got going on? Because you ain't asked for nothing in a little bit. Like, you good? Like, what's going on?" And I had to tell her. And she was like, "Okay," and left it alone. My grandpa, he really kept to himself. Me and my grandpa just started getting close. My daddy always supported me, but my daddy always be in his own world too.
Yeah.
So like a lot of stuff, he's still cussing me out about a beard spray that I haven't made for him yet because he had one and it grew his beard out and I haven't made another one and he's scared to use all of that one because he think he ain't gonna never get another one.
See that?
So like my daddy always supported you. Now my mom, they don't know anything about entrepreneurship at all. My mama's a nurse. She been a nurse as long as I can remember. My mama, I told her, but she wasn't paying no attention to me. My mama didn't realize Plain Jane was what it was until I sat on FaceTime with her and made $10K. Sitting on FaceTime. She was like, "You made my check that I make in 2 weeks in 10 minutes." And did. And that's when it started getting real. That's when people started catching on. That's when people started like paying attention. But outside of that, no. And that's what I said earlier. And I was like, my grandpa is the reason why I keep going because I was talking to my grandpa when I first moved back, and he was like, if I don't tell you nothing else, he was like, do something for yourself, start a business for yourself, because there's no reason why you got to ask anybody to take a day off to be with your family. He was like, I remember being younger and asking, you know how they talk, asking a white man for a day off or like a advance on my check because I need to go do something. Somebody passed away because I was off the past week. I can't take that time off. And he was like, he started his business in his 50s. And he was just like, if you don't do nothing else, do something for yourself where you can come and go as you please and spend time with your family because you're not gonna get that time back.
What about like any? Because that's a good point. Like, what about any missteps that you feel like you may have taken or things you did you wish you wouldn't have done as far as that 2021, 2025 era that you think you can help people starting businesses now with? Like, what's some mistakes you might have took that you like? I wouldn't suggest this. I wouldn't suggest that.
I don't have it for that era, but I can give you for business in general. Growing, like I said, growing fast, you don't want to do that. It's very overwhelming. I understand how it looks on social media. Everybody posting money and doing this, that, and the third. You really don't know what they went through to get that. You don't know how long they've been doing it. You don't know none of that. Grow slow. Take your time. Learn your business and learn your audience and learn who you're talking to. Learn all that so you can be able to do the things that you need to do to get your people to like support you. Grow a bond with them. And I think that's what the most important thing was with me and my people. I grew a bond with them. They talk, when they inbox me, they talk to me like they my sisters.
Yeah.
Like even the dudes, they talk to me and be like, "Yo, what's up, T? I need this." Like grow that bond with them and kind of like build on that. Get their trust. As far as like things that I wish I would have never did, I wish I would have never hired people. I did that in 2020. And that's where a lot of my money went to because there's no way my payroll $20K a month. Like,
damn.
Exactly. Like, I was hiring people and I was paying them good.
What they was doing?
Like, they was packing orders, making stuff. Because I had to handle everything else.
Yeah.
So, like, they was doing that. And I would say I would have never did that. I would have just had to send them emails like, "Hey, I'm behind." Yeah. I would have just took that time to do that because it's no way that I was doing all that. Like that was not a smart business move at all. Doing that.
What about now? You like? I feel like you could build it back up. If you build it back up now, what would you do? Because you got I'm sure your daughter's older now, so she can help you with it.
She don't live here.
Oh well.
My kids don't live here.
Oh, I seen you with your kid one day, so
they come down here for the summer because my grandparents be with them. They live in Charleston.
Okay,
that's why I was glad you said let's do this today because I had went down there yesterday to take them to the fair.
Oh well, shout out to you, man.
I drove down there to take them to the fair. They don't live here. They live in Charleston, and I dealt with.
Did that bother you?
No, it don't bother me at all because they took them at a time where I was dealing with really bad mental health.
Gotcha.
So I needed that. I'm just glad that I have the supportive family and their fathers are supportive enough to be like, you know what, Tia, I'm finna get them because I can see that you're not where you need to be. I'm glad that I have that support. But yeah, they don't live here.
I do want to touch on something you said because you were like, you wouldn't suggest like the overnight success, and I think I look at that from my aspect of what I do, like the going viral thing. I always tell people like, I know it seemed cool, like going viral seemed cool, right? But what
It's
you don't
not.
understand that like people might want more. So if you're not even set up to get 10,000 views, but you end up getting 2, 3, 4, 5 million in this random week, like you won't even be able to capitalize on that because you're gonna be so behind because you don't know how to handle 10,000 views. Like you
It be
said,
social media.
I
I
can
ain't
handle
gonna
$10.
cap.
How am I handle 10K? Like in that quick time frame. So I don't think people they see the glitz and glam of it, but they
They
don't see
do.
it when you get behind.
You got to look at it like this. So people will be like, oh, I only, like, for example, a smaller business. Oh, I only got 30 orders. You only got 30 orders. Imagine 30 people standing right here begging for you to give them something.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of people.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of people.
Yes.
You saying, oh, I only got 1,000 orders, or like even with content, oh, I only got 1,000 views. Imagine 1,000 people in a stadium coming to see you.
Yeah.
That's a lot. People don't look at it like that because, like you said, the glitz and glam. They just see what people getting 45,000 views and all that stuff like that. But you don't see them getting bullied behind the scenes. You don't see them people hating them in the comments. Like, you don't see all that. And it comes with the good and the bad.
Especially in this content space. I don't know if you're familiar with all people around here who do content. Of course, it's a lot of us that do content. And I say the same thing. It's a lady, Miss Houston. Miss Houston. Well, I ain't trying to put a business out there, but she live here.
I know.
And
I used to do her skincare.
Okay, well
She came to my school. She came to when I was back in school. She used to come to me for facials.
And the dopest thing was like, first of all, my youngest girl, she loved Miss Houston.
Yeah.
So one day I saw her in the mall. I said, I know her. I talked to her. I thought she think I'm famous now, of course. She's like,
'Cause
Daddy,
you are.
can I meet SZA next?
You
Like,
are.
yeah, let's relax.
You famous.
but I look at even her. She said sometimes I ain't saying she struggled, but she speaks on it like, y'all can't just think y'all could bully me because this, that, and third. And one time it's just one negative. You might have 10
People
positives,
think they can bully you.
but that's something that I don't think everybody is ready to deal with. She might handle it well because she did a great job what she do, but a lot of people won't be able to handle that well. And so you think you
I
want
applaud
more,
her for
but you
keep
don't
going
know
because
what
it's
else come with
hard.
it. Very hard.
It's hard. Why you think
And
I
she
quit?
killing it. She killing it.
Every time I got something, I quit. If I would have kept going, I would be way farther than where I am. But I quit so much. And I could show you my phone where everybody be like, Tia, this could be you if you stop fucking quitting. This can be you if you keep going. Like, I literally was on the phone with my daughter's aunt yesterday, and she was like, have you ever heard of this brand? I think it's called like Geno, something like that. And she was like, I'm gonna send you her page. She was like, Tia, this can be you if you stop fucking playing. She was like, I'll use her products, but she's like, I feel like yours are better. You could have been, but you gotta stop playing. My friend Tamia, I don't know if y'all know her. She playing on social media too. Her name Keisha Tequila.
Trying to get company now. Look.
Her name Keisha Tequila. She play on social media all day, all the time. We was on the phone yesterday. She was like, Tia, I need you to get back to what you was doing, and then I need you to expand to vaginal care. I need to do all that. She was like, you can be bigger than a lot of these brands out here, but you keep playing. Like, I hear that almost every day. So it's like, it's hard. Mental health will really take a toll of you, but you got to keep going.
And what her name was?
Who? My friend?
Yeah.
Tamia, but her name on Facebook is Keisha Tequila.
What she do?
She live in Atlanta. She bartend, and
Okay.
she was doing videos at one point, but I know for sure
both
she
of y'all
bartending.
stop playing. Right?
I'm weak.
Both of y'all stop playing. That's all. I just want both of y'all. You try to get company, both of y'all stop playing, man. But to speak to that, because I want to end without talking about that. But I do think I agree with them. I feel like you could. To me, you are already, but like I said, I don't know the ins and outs. Talking to you more now, I get a deeper understanding. But this is somebody who I feel like I try to be as consistent as possible. What I do is just it's a lane for that, but it's something different than what y'all might do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at you do stuff, and I feel like even when you pop out every time, people still want it. I still hear about it. When you're not active, I hear about it. That's hard to do. To not be active and still hear about somebody, their product and their brand. That's hard because most times out of sight, out of mind. But it's not like that with you. Like even when you're out of sight, they're looking for you. Like where the fuck you at? So I do think you can do it, but I also understand that in life you go through so many things, and I think even for me, I feel like going through some stuff I went through recently, I can see how somebody want to step back from everything because you want to deal with that, but also from my standpoint, I feel like doing stuff like this helped me get through it because
Yeah.
I was able to block it out. And so everybody gonna handle stuff differently, but I do feel like I'm with them. Like you got to just go. You got to even the live. Like I do live and stuff. Now I be trying to put everybody on. Like I said, you could do this live for all I care. I'm glad we didn't because I think we got some good stuff here. But sometimes live people will ask other questions and it divert the conversation to somewhere else. I might air live more likely. I'm not gonna lie, but I do think you know you can do a live setting. Like you got your tablet. You got all the stuff. That's the thing. You got all the stuff.
I got all the tools and don't use them.
You'll hit me up. Hey, let me do this. And then I was doing it. I was like, hey, put some stuff out.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be annoyed. I don't want to annoy nobody.
I get it.
I still want to interview. You know what I'm saying? Now I got it now. So now I can know you all day now. I don't mind because I already got it now. But
I be needing that though. I will say that I do be needing that. I'm the type when I'm in relationships, I say F everything and be all about my partner. And like my last partner, they'll be like, oh, Tia, you should do this, but they never came back and circled around it. So it was just like, they'd say it, but it's just like, once they say it, it's done. But I be needing somebody to be on my back to be like, Tia, the fuck you doing? Like, get on your shit. And that's what I be needing. And it's like, when you don't have that, it's very hard to pick yourself up when you don't have nobody or it feels like you don't have nobody supporting you.
No, I can understand that. And one thing I say, like, the great thing about you is you got a lot of people supporting you though. Because if you post today, like, look, y'all, this is what I need in order to do XYZ, I guarantee you, I'll put money on it. The next day you're gonna have, if you have 5 positions, I need y'all to do this just for nothing.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it. Because people want the product. People want it, whether for their kids or whether it be for a partner or for themselves.
Yeah.
They want it, so they willing to do whatever because, like I said, and then you hear, but you got the knowledge. Like everybody don't have the knowledge. You know, we're not talking about just waxing. We talking about skincare. That's tougher. To me, it's tougher because everybody's skin is different.
Yeah.
But people want to look good. They want to feel good about themselves, and if you the key to that, they want you.
Love that.
Hey man, clap it up for you. You know
Love that for you.
I hope so. But act like it.
I'm on it. You see, I'm posting more.
Definitely.
I think I've gotten to the point where it's like I done had the good jobs. I done had the bad jobs. I done had the jobs that make you a lot of money. I done had the jobs that didn't make you a lot of money. None of it was fulfilling. Once you get to that point where money doesn't rule your life, you start going off your passion. You start going off your heart. And my heart is in skincare. So like now it's just like I'm rebuilding because now I got I have the same Instagram, but I got a new Facebook, a new business page. I'm literally starting from the ground up. And but this time I don't mind. Before I used to be like, this ain't moving fast enough. People know me, but they ain't buying. Like, this ain't working for me. This ain't working for me. I don't think this for me. But I had to get past that part in my head because I wanted to be who y'all see on social media. I wanted to be how everybody else was on social media. But once I got past that, man.
See, I think what you just said is like a full circle moment though. And I guess because I listen when you're talking now, I think like everything you just said, I feel like is what you kind of wanted though. Like you had this quick success, so it was very demanding. And now you're starting over, so it might not be as demanding. And if anything, it's going to be just as demanding as it was before, but you can handle it now. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you can start from the ground up, and you might start with 30 orders again, and then you get to 50, and you get to 70. But I think you better walk your way into it now, and then pace yourself as well. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be great. That's all we want.
That's the way I want to do it. Yeah, I don't want to be overwhelmed again. I don't want to be bombarded with
when you say
800 orders at one time.
You see, every time you say, if you just post launching ... you're gonna get an ass of shares, ass of likes, because people when you say you're launching, they're like, oh, what's coming out? What's coming out?
Yeah.
So I did mess up one time. Like you say you were launching, I thought you were going live. So
I'm weak.
I had set time aside. I was like, what going on?
Nah. I'm scared to go live.
You talk too well to be scared to go live.
I'm scared to go live. I'm actually.
What you think? Anybody gonna watch, or you think that you're gonna say the wrong thing? What
was the first one?
You scared nobody gonna watch?
Yeah, that one.
Be for real.
On my old Facebook, maybe. My new one, I ain't really got no friends on here.
Okay, so I want to use your own logic, right? You was like 30 orders, 30 people outside. If you get 12, 15 people watching, I'll just say 8, 9, 10 people watching, whatever. That's just like right now, 8, 9, 10 people in this room. You'll still feel powerful talking to them because the room is small. You think about a big room though. Yeah. But live, you got to put it in that setting. I don't care who watching.
I think about the past a lot. So it's just like if I go live before 1,000, 2,000, now I'm going live as 9. I'm just like, girl, So I be focused on the past a lot. So I had to do a lot of digging to separate the two. Like Tia, them times ain't here no more. You got to rebuild.
Also, you think about that time, COVID had just started coming around too. Like nobody was working, but niggas was home just chilling. Everybody was live,
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't. I worked
I'm
my ass
screaming.
off, but everybody was live living their best life.
Yeah, there was.
So niggas got to work now. You see the president. They trying to cancel Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
Crazy.
So I just think at times it's different, but like if that's something you need help with, I would say you do it because I want you to do it the right way too. So if it's something like I go live with this camera now, so everybody looks so clear, look very clear. I just try to be innovative and do different stuff. But if you could do it with your phone, whatever. But if you needed like any kind of assistance, I definitely help. I feel like that's what I'm here for. I do the same thing with the AG Explain page.
I'd be scared.
Nah.
That's the reason why I ain't been vlogging. That's the reason why I ain't been an influencer because I'm still scared to be seen.
I can see that.
And that's what my homegirl told you about. She said we both need to stop playing. She be like, Tia, you could just be an influencer and just do everything. She was like, because you make good content, you always doing something. She was like, you be recording, but don't never post it. She was like, Tia, you could just be paid to be an influencer and have your brand and you'll be straight. You don't have to work for nobody else. But I just be like,
the thing about media, I think you could control your own narrative too, and to an extent, but like you don't have to apply to every single person that hits you up. Like whether you start going live and you start getting a lot of traction, you can pick and choose. You can pick that one comment you like, screenshot it, and make a reel or whatever, post, respond to that. You ain't got to respond to every single person. You know what I'm saying? Just pick and choose and go from there. But it might be an anxiety thing too. I see that a lot. I talk to a lot of, especially women that's in media and that's in the space that we all in, that deal with that. They got anxiety already. So it's like,
and people are mean.
Definitely. And
women crime is hard. Like they are mean. Them women be evil.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, but I also feel like that's like a reflection of like us as individuals too. Because I know I could be mean. I'm sure you could be mean. So it's like I be thinking like if I think this motherfucker a cornball, he just corny like, and I might say it, and then what they said to me, like, well, you know what I'm saying? How I'm gonna react. So that's how I be thinking sometimes. So, but I get it. I definitely get it. But no, I think you should definitely, even if you do something just every Wednesday. Yeah. Like just start there. I ain't saying it every day. Like tell you, I'm doing something with you. I'm going live later on tonight. I'm about to go to this thing. I'm supposed to leave here, this political thing. I got to work for a little bit because that's another story. But I'm always going to do stuff. But I just feel like the more you do, the better. I just always think too, like you got to like pace yourself, put yourself out. I think I
be wanting to go 0 to 100.
You got to though. You got to put your foot in it. Because if you don't do it, somebody else going to do it. Whatever you don't do, somebody else going to do. I've dealt with
that. And that I want to tell everybody that too. If God puts something on your heart and you do not move, he going to give it to the next person. I've had that done in my face with somebody that's in Augusta.
Damn.
Not going to put it out there, but I literally had an idea that I wanted. I did not move on it. I was like, nah, I don't think I want to do that. He passed it to them. Blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Blew up. Not only that, that person came to me for advice for said business. I said, God, I'm finna stop playing with you.
He play too much. He play a lot. Like,
he does.
But he gonna show you.
If God time. Give you something, do it. Because you're gonna be mad when he give it to the next person and you're gonna be like, dang, that's exactly what he told me to do and I didn't do it. And you're gonna start having that could have been me mentality. And it's not a good one to have.
Bitter is a hard feeling. It's hard to be bitter about something like because it could have been you.
You should have did it. Yeah. You should have did it.
But the good thing about it's your own. Like even that, like I think I like that. Even that would be content in my opinion, like for people that's following you or just people that's want to start a business because you got that story. Like do it now.
You got to.
Everybody won't wait tomorrow. I don't understand. But when niggas say tomorrow, I get. This is gonna be done today.
You ain't gonna lose nothing. You might as well do it. Look at the economy. Look at everything that's going on. What can you lose? You ain't gonna lose nothing. Only way you can go is up.
I agree with you, and I'm a big. When things happen in life, I'm sure you had your own situation in life too. When things happen in life, you realize like you really can't control time. So even saying tomorrow, like you feel like you're that good. You feel like you.
Oh, you just know God gonna give you tomorrow.
Yeah, like it's a guarantee, huh? Yeah. Fuck it. Do it today.
Do it today.
If you can. If you just can't, that's different. But if you can do it today, do it today. That's just my motto. But that's just me. I ain't trying to go to church. I know it's Sunday, but I ain't trying to get into all that. I think this was dope. I think it was a good interview. What's next for like Plain Jane? Like what you want to do? What's you mentioned vision earlier. What's your vision now?
My vision, I still want to expand on Plain Jane. I know Plain Jane was very natural. We're working with different ingredients now to try to expand because natural doesn't work for everybody. And a lot of people don't have the patience for natural. So it's like I want to start expanding into some other things to kind of like give people more options. I want to expand into body care. I have some not really like body butters, but like body lotion type vibes. And baby, it ain't from no base. I make it from scratch,
That's dope.
like all the way from scratch
That's dope.
on the stove. Temperature
Oh, you
got
cooking it up?
no temperature got to be a certain degree before I pour it into something else. Like making it from scratch. I'm a whole chemist out here.
Nah, you said
But
it earlier.
yeah.
I thought that. You said that earlier. I thought that.
Yeah, I'm doing things like that. I made some body oils that I just like hand out to my people, and they be like, "T, I need you to put this on your website." So I'm kind of in that phase where I'm testing out other things. I want to start doing more of that. I do have a suite where I'm supposed to be doing facials and waxing.
Supposed to. Why you say supposed to?
It's crazy
Look at
because
you.
I ain't start yet.
I know.
Yeah,
That's the problem. You throwing
I
words
ain't
in there
start
like
yet.
you got these safe words like I
I
ain't
do have a
doing it.
suite. I'm still kind of like deciding. I still be indecisive because I have my cosmetology license. So like some part of me be like, Tia, do you want to do hair? And then some part of me be like, do you want to do skin? But skin is my heart. So it's just like I just be battling with that. But I haven't started yet. I got everything to start. I just haven't did it. I be playing. Like you said, do it today.
That'd be dope. Like just I don't know business in that, but I just think like for me, you had your own suite. Maybe you do some things like I don't know if you want to do waxing. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. You could do that, and then maybe you have appointments with people who are buying the skincare products from you. Maybe I have a talk consultation. You're not a doctor per se, I know, but you can see maybe their progress, or you can show them how to put it on, how to apply it.
Yeah,
and maybe they just pay for that appointment, whatever the case may be. But I think people want to do that as well. Like you said, you was already killing in Augusta anyway. Like all I know is you back, and that's it. And then you got a suite now too, and we can. So I know you don't like meeting, but then we can meet you and get an appointment.
I think because what I was, like I said, I was battling back and forth, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is just doing skincare because that's where my heart is. I love hair, but I could just do my own hair. And just that be what I want to do when it comes to hair. Yeah. Skincare I actually do love because I love making women and men feel better about themselves, and that's what works for me. So, like I said, I got everything. I just got to open it, redecorate, do all that type of stuff. I probably gonna make like a series on TikTok or something about me opening.
Nah, we're gonna speak it. You will. You're gonna make a series.
I'm going to make a series about opening the suite and all of that type thing. But I just want to. Right now, I'm just working on rebuilding and expanding.
That's dope. I think too. Like, just don't be. I mean, you can reach out to me. I would say if I know somebody, I'll definitely send me away. But I think there's people also that are eager to help with content as well because they because they don't have nothing going on. They know they want to do something, but they don't have nothing going on platform. But you got it. Y'all can link, do it together. Now you got somebody that it's like can leave some of the time you would spend editing and stuff. And they can do that, and then like maybe they put shop by whatever on there, and y'all build together. But I know some people like that, so I'll send them your way. That's pretty dope.
Please do, because I'm all for making my life easier. I'm one of them pay to play people.
Yeah. But that's dope. Like you gonna have the platform, they see the names, and now they getting booked for some other stuff because they shot your stuff. Like that's how business and stuff work in this space. So yeah, I think that's dope. Get the suite. Also, you're online, so if they wanted to get something right now, they can go online. Mm-hmm. And what's the site? What's the website?
PlainJaneAesthetics.com, and you got a promo code.
Yeah, yeah. So
15% off.
Oh, okay, 15. It'll be doing
get
big.
15% off.
15% off. And it's MTTM podcast, right? I'm gonna put it on the screen too. I'm making a clip of that. So right now she got a special. Well, I got a special going on with her. 15% off. Plain Jane. You type in the code MTTM podcast. I'm gonna put it on the screen. MTTM podcast, and you get 15% off your order. And that's dope. I appreciate that.
There's no minimum. Just get what you want.
Get whatever you want. Buy a lot though. Why not? Don't overwhelm her now. Just now start with 2. Let's see how she do. We're gonna start with 2, see how she do. Then we're gonna go from
there. Start with 2, see how she do.
But I like that. That's dope. I actually will I'm gonna have my daughter go check the site and stuff as well. Before we get out here, I just want to ask. So I know she asked you 5 questions in the beginning. Mm-hmm. You mentioned earlier in one of our questions about like not getting a bunch of different kind of lotions and creams, and so when somebody is researching, like what kind of products to use on their skin, what are some things they should look for besides Plain Jane, of course? What's some things they should look for?
Ingredients. It's always going to go down to ingredients. If it's a bunch of ingredients that you cannot pronounce, 9 times out of 10, it's
Well, you
it's a
said
little
one
iffy.
earlier. I ain't know what it
Nice
was.
in my
I still don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
But definitely knowing your skin type helps as well. If you're dry, if you have combination skin, if you're oily, if you're only dry in certain seasons, it's like skincare comes with a lot, but it's very beneficial. Like the skincare that I use in the summertime is not the same skincare I use in the wintertime.
That right there, bingo. That's what they need. I think they need that because like they'll use it all year long because it's working.
It's not the
So
same.
it's some things are seasonal as well.
Because you'll get dry patches in the winter because it's cold. So you don't want to use something that's for oily skin in the wintertime because you're oily in the summertime because all that's going to do is dry to make it worse.
Yeah.
So
there was another question I had about the skincare. Oh no, for you. So what you got on? Like I know you said you barefaced and stuff. Like what is your routine?
My
right
routine?
Now? Yeah.
Okay, so I use
your skin is popping right now.
I use Charvato. Charvato is good for combination skin. I'm not really combination. I'm more on the dry side, but Charvato is very moisturizing in the same sense, and it's good for evening out your skin tone.
Gotcha.
So just PSA, you do not need turmeric to get rid of your dark marks. You don't have to use that. Use other ways to get rid of dark marks than putting turmeric on you. Because that's everybody go to. Oh, I'm going to make a turmeric bar. I'm going to do, you don't have to do that.
Did that come from TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I figured that.
Turmeric and kojic acid. You do not have to use that. It's other ways to get rid of your dark spots other than turmeric. And yeah. But I use Charvato. I use Hydrate Toner immediately after. I push that into my skin. Back to the cleansing, I cleanse for 60 seconds, and then I let it sit on my face for like maybe 2 minutes. Wipe it off. But I use a cloth. I don't use like an actual washcloth. I use throwaway cloths. I used to use paper towels, but that's really good because you don't have to worry about old bacteria being on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
I use Hydrate. After that, I use this cream, the niacinamide cream that I told you about that I created. I use that.
The N-word. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's called Nourish on the website, but I think I have it under sold out. But I use that, and then I use Mariglow on top of it.
Okay.
And most importantly, wear your sunscreen.
Sunscreen is important.
Yes.
Even in wintertime?
Yes.
I thought it was just a summertime thing. See, I'm learning something.
I'm glad you even know that you wear sunscreen because if the amount of people that told me black people don't wear sunscreen, okay. Because skin cancers are going to pick the white person and not you because you black.
That's how they be thinking, right?
All right. Because
it's like COVID.
Right.
They said black people couldn't get it.
Because the sun gonna pick. But yeah, wear your sunscreen because even if you're doing your skincare routine and you're not using sunscreen, your marks are getting darker. That sunscreen is gonna block the sun from penetrating in your dark marks and making them darker and making them more stubborn to get rid of.
Gotcha.
So use the skincare, put the sunscreen on. You're gonna see a big difference in your skin. But that's my routine.
Yeah, but I think another thing. I'm thinking about something now. Getting flashbacks. It was times you would post your skin when it wasn't like how it is right now too. Like I thought that was. I was scared at first. Like, what's going on? Because I don't know you was looking like that.
Yeah.
But then you would show the progress. I thought that was dope too.
I definitely will. Like when I get I get real bad hormonal acne. And like I'll be putting my phone to my face. So like I'll break out over here and stuff. I'm going to show you because my skin ain't perfect all the time. I'm in the same spot that you in.
I just think stuff like that is the reason why like you have the success you have because you're so vulnerable in that sense.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely let you know, especially when it comes to like me doing chemical pills. I'll let y'all know I did this chemical pill this day 1, this day 2. Even though everybody reacts different, I want you to know that what I'm doing to you, I did to myself already.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I think you did a good job. I know you were nervous, but you did amazing. Clap it up for you, man.
Thanks.
You did a good job. How you feel you did? You don't feel you did? I thought you did good.
I feel like I did good. I feel like I was talking to my homie.
Yeah, you know what? You know the vibes. But my goal is always try to make somebody, comfortable first. So even my daughter sending them questions, let me ask that first. Yeah. That's what you know. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to start. Hey, where you from? Why you move? And then even now, I feel like even little stuff like you said, you give me a summary, then you was like, okay, and I came down here like let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. But then just learning more stuff about you, I feel like that's going to allow people to understand you. In a sense, because like you said, you got to train the customers in a sense, but they got to get to know who you are and understand how they can deal with you. That's why, even for me, I can joke a lot and nobody take offense to it because I'm just joking versus someone who just being an asshole.
Right.
I'm both, but I joke a lot, so I try.
Yeah, I just want everybody to know I'm not mean. I'm not.
No, I don't. I think we know that now, and I think it's just funny you said the 4 for 4.
I just be saying anything out my mouth, and it's just because it's real. This is like I'm not going to sugarcoat it, baby. It don't work because of you. You the problem. But I'm gonna help you.
I like that, and I think I think you can you can come off mean to somebody who was just raised off Southern hospitality only versus the up north. It's like, I'm just tell you what it is, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
But I think that's why we have tougher skin with certain critics and certain things people say, because we don't look at it like it's coming at me. I just feel like you're just being who you are. So no, I think that's dope. I think people need more of that anyway. So this was dope. This went way better than I thought. I thought you were gonna be nervous at first. Like, she gonna be nervous. It took 25 minutes to get her comfortable.
Nah.
I had a plan. I had a whole plan.
I love to talk.
I'll scrap the first 15 minutes. I'll do that. This is good. Like, start to finish, this is good. This is good stuff. You gotta come back on again, man. When you finally get up and running and super consistent, you gotta come back on.
Cause I ain't moving no more.
Nah,
you talking about Shay? Shay was like, Tia, just sit down for a little bit.
Nah, shout out to Shay, man. For real, I'm with Shay on that, man. You gotta just chill,
she was like,
bro.
just sit down for a little bit, like just a little bit. And I was like, nah. And the reason why I initially moved back is because my grandparents are getting older. Like, they at that age where they don't have nobody to come make sure they good and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be here for a minute.
Nah, you know what's crazy? I didn't even say this in an interview. It was crazy. It's like, I was supposed to interview in Houston. Remember, I brought my stuff and everything. I'm glad. It would have been too rushed anyway. So this is perfect. But yeah, I definitely brought all my stuff. So I'm like, all right, interview old guy. Then I had to give me a big suite to myself. I'm like, cool, perfect, But it's not nothing towards you, but it's always, I try to be strictly business when I do this stuff out here. It's weird times somebody come to a hotel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out of town. It's just, I'm like, no.
Because when I'm coming to the hotel for?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what we doing?
Trying to do?
I know, right? Then they
What's
come
the
dressed
vibe?
up and, I'm like, nah, you know what? Don't worry about it. But nah, it was all good. This was good. I think this was needed. I like it already. I'm gonna clip it up, put it out. This is dope. I'm gonna send it to you so you can watch it first. But this is really, really dope, man. So
all right.
Shout out to you once again. Make sure y'all use. Go to Plain. What's the website again? Say the place.
PlainJaneAesthetics.com.
And y'all get to use the promo code MTTM Podcast. That's for More Than the Masses, by the way. MTTM Podcast. Get 15% off. Tell them Bobby sent you. More Than the Masses Podcast. We out. Thank you. That was dope.
Okay.